I would like to take a moment and do something that you might not have been expecting. I think this is so important for our industry. I would like for you guys just to kind of sit where, except for you, you might have to move, is to get together in the little groups of 4 or 5, just this half the room, this half the room, and think about something. Go ahead and stand up. You get over there. And I want y'all guys to think about something that actually differentiates your club than what you are right now. Not a gym, a solution. And how would you present that to somebody? Because I can get you the prospects all day long, but if you're going for the same 12%, you're still in the mosh pit with every other gym. And I want you to be different than that. And so feel free to take a couple minutes, 5 minutes, and try to come up with 3 things as a group. If y'all want to move forward, come on, move forward. I'm not going to do it for you. Just come with 3 things that you think a problem that your gym solves for people. It could be health reasons. It could be better performance, you know, increased libido. It could be anything. And think of a way that you would actually say that in a sentence and just discuss it right quick. Just somebody throw an idea out there. What do you think your gym solves? You ought to know some of these. You're here. I mean, if you've ever been to club industry or URSA, you know. Let me ask you a question. What does yoga do for somebody? How does it help them? Excuse me?
Flexibility.
Why does flexibility help you?
Because normal everyday tasks are simpler again.
Okay. So what type of normal everyday tasks that everybody does? It would be simpler.
Something off the ground.
If I'm talking to somebody who's over the age of 50, why is flexibility important?
Because you can play tennis.
What's that?
Because you can play tennis.
Okay. Okay, so you improve tennis. Okay, you improve your tennis game.
I find yoga gives me peace of mind, so it may not even get
Stress reliever.
right.
Okay, how many people die from stress related? Everything is stress related. It causes inflammation. Stress causes inflammation. Yoga can actually reduce your stress. There's a supplement you could sell that could reduce inflammation, actually help you prevent disease. You know what it is? Omega-3. It's a great inflammation reducer. Almost all disease is a result of inflammation. Do you know that? It's true. And so yoga is going to come in there. It's going to reduce your stress, deal with inflammation. Hey, we got a great omega-3. It's a stress reducer. And the way I'd probably market that is stress-related illness, or you could just say one of the number one killers in this country is I want to say heart disease. It is heart disease, but you know, you could say probably over the age of 50, 1 in 15 Americans is going to have some heart-related illness caused by stress. You know, come find out why. We're your solution. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody knows. I know what yoga is. Okay, it's stretching and flexibility. I even know that's going to reduce my stress, but I didn't go into the chiropractor until she started talking about. And the buzzword that stuck with me was I was getting afraid of cancer. I had 2 people in my office under the age of 30 got cancer, weird cancer too. And I started thinking, wow, what's going on? And so boom, I was on the radio and I started hearing about this guy was talking about cancer and how to prevent cancer and foods that prevent cancer, vitamins that prevent cancer. You want to learn more about this? Come to our free clinic. And I went there and you go to the chiropractor to learn about this. It was like the very last thing in the whole ad. It was a solution to problem. It wasn't a feature of the place. It was the actual final outcome. Did y'all come up with anything beyond feature or just a solution, a solution to a problem that you guys solve?
For convenience.
Convenience is a feature. It is. Convenience is a feature. If I go join Snap Fitness or Anytime Fitness, why do I go? Convenience, because it's a feature. If I go buy a car and you try to sell me power windows, is that a feature? That's why it's a feature.
You want to sell benefits.
You don't just want to. You want to sell a solution. It's more. You're on the right track, but the temptation is agility, strength, flexibility. You know, we do it better. We have more services. We offer childcare. We have everything you could possibly want because we're super awesome gym, and I commend you for being all those things. But as long as you are that, anybody could be that. But if you brand yourself as a solution, you're offering something that the 88% wants. The 12% is already attracted to you. They're already going to come. Everybody calls and asks the same question, how much are you? So I like let's think of a couple things that people take medication for. Viagra, okay? It's the 50-plus market. They're trying to increase their libido. No one wants to be old anymore. Massively huge market in the United States, the 50, 60 plus. And when you work out, your human growth hormone increases, okay? And people's libido increases when they go work out, all right? Anti-aging, massive industry in this country. What do people want? What do you get from anti-aging? You look better and you feel better. Why? Because you got up, you looked in the mirror, and you saw your father. You got up, you looked in the mirror, and you saw your mother, okay? And that's why people go spend a lot of money on anti-aging. But people are trained in this country to take a pill. And you know what people are starting to realize? Cancer rates are going up. I was talking to our insurance provider, and I said, man, it's just a black cloud moved over, go figure. I mean, seriously, what's up with those cancer rates? He says, no. He says, we're seeing cancer in people that don't get cancer all over the place. It's increasing every year. We don't know why. Because it's the junk we put in our body, it's the medications we take. You go and read any medication you take, and there's a list of side effects, okay? What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. If I were to have a bucket of spinach right here, and I ate the whole bucket of spinach, would I live? Of course. If I would take a bottle of just about any prescription medication, would I be extremely ill? Probably the hospital, maybe die, because it's poison. And medication is controlled amounts of poison that deal with a very specific issue, and it's some scary crap we're putting in our bodies. You put enough of that, low doses of poison in your body over a long period of time, you're going to contract something, okay? We are seeing it. It's in our food, it's in our medication. You guys are the solution. You're a source of education. You go through any of the nutrition, any of the vitamin, you talk to any of the supplement companies, and they're going to be able to tell you, if you're not taking omega-3 and vitamin D, you're missing a huge boat. If you're not eating organic food, you're putting poison in your body that wasn't there 15, 20 years ago, okay? What does this have to do with prospecting? Because if we're prospecting and our message is the same as it was last time, then we're just going for the same 12%. And I'm just trying to expand the possibility that you might be a solution to a problem that's scaring the crap out of the American consumer. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you may or may not got out of that. Or maybe that has you thinking differently, and that might have been something different that you were thinking about when you came in here. And if that bugs you and you think I'm wasting your time, I truly apologize. But it's been something that's been bothering me a lot about this industry for a long time. And when I saw the way a chiropractor, in my emotional mindset towards chiropractors was, I thought, you know what? I probably have the same mindset about that chiropractor as somebody who doesn't go to a gym and won't go to a gym. Why did I go? Why did I, the most skeptical person about a chiropractor, make that decision? What happened? What was it? I wasn't sold a chiropractor. I was sold a solution to my fears. And she's darn good at it too. By the way, if you want to actually, that chain of chiropractors, and I'm not promoting them, if you don't like chiropractors, you are a chiropractor, I apologize. Maximize Living is the chain of chiropractors, like 800 of those guys and gals. And that's what they do. They sell these solutions, and they've got great marketing message, great material. You should go see one just to go see what they're doing. All right, let's go figure out how we prospect. You guys know a lot of this stuff, and so some of these things you've already heard of. And so the three most important things in real estate, obviously location, location, location. The three most important things in the health club industry: prospect, retain, and repeat. All right? Let's talk about some prospecting stuff and some basic philosophy. Things you probably already know. Most of your members live within 2 or 3 miles of your gym. Do you guys, who here has a neighborhood around their gym? A neighborhood nearby? Who's a business? Business nearby? Business, I mean, a business district like downtown? Okay. Most people are going to be living or working within 2 or 3 miles of your facility, so you need to stay focused, local, low cost, and repeat it, okay? The reason why I might have to get ahead of myself, and that happens to me sometimes, and never forget, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you bring home, okay? A lot of marketing campaigns and a lot of things that people do are very costly. There's a lot of cheap ways to do things, and I like to keep things local. Local and cheap is the way I did things. When we started our gyms, I had no money. I remember the very first gym we opened, we needed 100 members on the very first day because all the bills were due the next day and I didn't have any money. So we signed up 103 members, okay? And that was with no pre-sales. I didn't even know what pre-sales were. Let's talk about Facebook a little bit. I like Facebook, and you're going to hear a lot of people talking about Facebook today and tomorrow. Everybody's talking about social media. Last year and this year, people spent more. Facebook is the #1 website that people spend their time on in this country and probably around the world now. So if you don't have a Facebook page, you need a club Facebook page. They're simple to create. It's a big deal. And once people get Facebook pages, they often stop right there. A couple of tricks to make Facebook work for you. Reward your members when they tag you or friend you on Facebook. It could be a water bottle, and you make a big deal of it. Never ask your members to do anything, and it's not face-to-face when you ask them to do stuff like that. Just, oh my gosh, guess what? We just got our club Facebook page up today. Have you been there yet? You know how it is. You got to have people liking you and friending you. If you guys just go like us on your Facebook page, I got these new water bottles. You can pick one up when you come in next time. Will you like me when you get home? Great. Hey, guess what? I'll let you do it right now. Come on, there's our computer. Come on, Julie. Women are a lot easier to get to do that kind of stuff, by the way. The men are in a hurry. But every woman should have liked you on Facebook. Post frequently. At the end of the day, we clean our club and we post on Facebook. Okay? It's got to be one of these things that you do every day. And I'm not a guy, I already told you about my philosophy. I'm not a computer kind of guy. I understand them as tools, what they provide for us, and from an entrepreneur business perspective, it's a tool. And so I try to make the best tool possible to achieve that end. Facebook is one of these tools we just have to learn how to embrace, whether you like it or not. I didn't want to get on Facebook years ago. I'm like, Facebook, really? I knew social media was catching on several years ago, and I'm like, okay, I'll get on Facebook. And now I'm seeing, not now, but a couple of years ago, I was like, man, this is going to be huge. Everybody's going to be doing Facebook. Every business is going to be doing it. And the cool thing about it is when you post something on your Facebook, everybody, of course, gets to see it. And so you should be doing it every day. One of my competitors who I have respect for, and I like the guy, even though his product's inferior, I'm just kidding, he's a good company. He sends me an email. You know, I get an email notification of their Facebook page or something every day. I don't open any of them, okay, because I get like 100 emails a day, but I see the tagline, and it's in my head all the time. I'm thinking about that guy, and I appreciate his aggressive nature. And it doesn't take much time. You could just say, hey, I want to give out the shout out to Mark Smith, who lost 8 pounds this month. Good deal. He's, or I just want to say thank you, or to all those people. Or I want to remind everybody we have our anti-cancer clinic tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Be there. You know, anything. It could be anything. I got new shoes today, and I did my workout, and it was awesome. You know, I got 7 compliments. Whenever you post a photo on your Facebook page, there's a way to tag your photo. Tag your photo with your website, okay, www.igofigure.com or whatever, myhealthclub.com. Every photo that goes on your web page, every photo that goes on your Facebook page should be tagged with your website because it affects your search engine ratings, okay? People will charge you $400 a month to manage your Facebook page. You don't need to spend that money. It's all extremely self-explanatory. You just got to put up pictures occasionally, once a week, twice a week. You put up a picture once a day for 5 minutes. You just log in and say something about your gym and tell them what's coming up. You've increased your Facebook, you've increased your search engine optimization, and every time you're posting, people who've liked you have seen it. I suggest you come up with some kind of promotion. You're going to do something big. Everybody gets a water bottle if they like me on Facebook, but we have some big prize that for whoever, you know, it'll be random. Our goal is if we have 500 people like us on Facebook this month, we're giving away whatever. Okay, 5 months free on their membership or something like that. And it's an easy thing for people to do. Running an ad on your Facebook. Hit your targets with Facebook ads. Has anybody ever ran a Facebook ad? Okay, one guy? Okay, good for you. Facebook ads are really cheap. I love them because they're so local. You could actually go and run. I went and took a screenshot. Could you please click, Alex? Thank you. In Facebook, this was just my Facebook page, my personal one. I went in there, and you can create an ad. You can send it to your zip code you want. I want everybody over the age of 50 to see my, cancer prevention ad. And I'm going to put a budget of $250. When your budget's gone, you're done. Okay, it's not like, oh my gosh, I have this pay-per-click campaign, it's going to recur, and I'm going to have this outrageous expenses. You can upload a little image, it's a little thumbnail, and everybody in that zip code who's in that age range, you can select male or female, age, and then take your thing, cancer prevention. Something very simple. Don't get wordy because these are little tiny thumbnail-y kind of ads. And so you need something very simple. Take a picture of a person's eyes and put the cancer prevention on it. The reason why I like eyes, everybody knows is eyes in ads. So you see a lot of marketers sometimes will just have pictures of somebody's eyes, you know, staring at you, and it makes you look. Any little thing that will cause them to grab their attention, and then just something that you're selling, you know, increased libido, whatever, 20 yards longer on your golf swing, whatever it is that you're going for, and they're going to click on it, and the click that it needs to go to is the ad, and of course in the ad will be a link to your landing page that you want them to see on your website with a special, and why you address that issue that they clicked on.